Hey everybody, TGIF. So I thought today I would talk a little bit more about hypnosis and meditation because you all know that I believe in the power of it. I just recently started practicing meditation pretty regularly in the last 8 months or so, with a little bit of off and on, but I've already seen the great benefits. However, I was introduced to the topic of hypnosis back when I was working on my bachelor's degree about 14 years ago by a teacher, Kurt Klettner, which was an awesome teacher at WVUP. And it really got me fascinated with the subconscious mind and how the brain works and all of that. So I think today we're going to talk about hypnosis and meditation and the benefits of it. And for those of you who are not familiar with the topic, I will refer to trance or meditation both as two and the same. However, hypnosis is actually considered the actual process of going into trance, and trance is the actual outcome. So keeping those things in mind, those of you who may have saw some of my earlier videos where I've talked about the different brain waves and the different brain states and the impact that they can have on us. To go back into like a quicker recap, there's different brain waves that we go through. Delta brain waves are when we are in our deep sleep, completely unconscious of the world around us. So it's definitely a place where our body produces that human growth hormone. We're in deep sleep and we're completely unconscious of anything we're doing, right? Then we have theta. Theta is a state, theta brainwaves are a state of deep relaxation. This is where we are most open to suggestion. So like under hypnosis, in a trance, that is where we are in a theta and we are more open to suggestions. And again, when you think about the subconscious mind directs 95% of our thoughts and behaviors. So when you think about that fact, that 95% of everything we do is a result of our unconscious mind, you realize the importance of being able to tap into that theta, where we're in an extreme relaxation, where we are open to those suggestions, so we can plant those seeds, right? So we had the delta, deep sleep, theta, extreme relaxation, again, open to suggestions. Then we have the beta brainwave. This is our fight or flight mode. This is when we are hyper focused, hyper alert. Concentration is to the T, right? Because we have to be, obviously. We have to be agile and able to make quick decisions because, we are probably facing a threat or danger. This beta state, is it is important when we are in danger. However, when we're not, it's not so great, obviously, because it produces all those hormones and those chemicals that are so awful for us and can lead to, negative health outcomes, living less long of lives, things like that. So then we have our alpha state. This is our ideal state that we want to be in. In alpha brainwave state, we are relaxed. However, we are awake. So we are highly alert, but we're relaxed. So kind of like how beta is very alert and very focused. However, we are in fight or flight. We're on automatic, right? Alpha is a very calm and peaceful yet awake. We have very, very extreme mental clarity. We have less stress, obviously, because when we are present and we feel in control of our surroundings and we are in a very calm state, our bodies are not producing those physiological changes and negative hormones that then again put us in that fight or flight, or able to be more agile or be able to be quick on our feet and things like that, right? So just to kind of recap, we have our delta, deep sleep. Theta, extreme relaxation, and that's where we're in like a trance and we're open to suggestions. Then we have our beta, that's our fight or flight, very high alert, concentration, very detailed, those types of things. And then we have our alpha, which is our deeply relaxed state, but completely awake. And that is like where we are present. We are present into our reality. And if you think about it, where do we really have control of our reality? It is truly it is not in the past or the future, which I know I spend a lot of my time in worrying too. That is where this meditation is helping. So if we think about, if we're in a theta state, we always have to pass through alpha to get to that beta state, and vice versa. If we're in beta, we're going to have to pass through alpha to get back to that theta state, because obviously we're going through, different levels of consciousness throughout our day, depending on our relaxation, sleep, things like that. Now again, that alpha state is ideal, and that's where we really all want to be, because again, that's where we're calm and relaxed. You know, we're not ruled by the past or future. Our body is very calm and in control of what we are doing at hand, because we are very in tune and present. And being able to be this in tune and in present then gives us this absolute and utter control. So when they talk about manifestation and the laws of attraction, you know, as this big magic thing, it's not really that. It's just practice. It's getting in this alpha brainwave state, feeling in control, and being actually able to create your reality, not based on prior neuro-linguistic programming, or, you know, brain development, or even past experiences, right? That's why this is so important, and I am an absolute firm believer of meditating. You know, again, I always refer to it as hypnosis, not really realizing it's one and the same. And I did know and understand that I could put myself into a trance. I actually learned this in college when I read a book by Ted James, Timeline Therapy, I think it was called. And he talked about, you know, when you're studying for a test or something like that, or you're listening to somebody talk, if you can look up at a wall, something, a small dot, a clock, anything that you can focus on behind the person who's talking's head. Now, if you focus on that spot while they're talking, and you let everything around that starts to fade out and get blurry, the more you focus on that dot, you're actually putting yourself in a trance. Therefore, you're reaching that theta level, which allows your brain to then be open to suggestions. That's why, you know, if you go to lectures or studying, listen to podcasts, things like that, in that theta brainwave state, you are more open to those suggestions, right? And it's really, really powerful when you think about 95% of our thoughts and thoughts lead to actions, right? Or interactions with others. 95% is unconscious. Think how much and how great we could all be if we maximize that potential through meditation and being able to not allow past or future to dictate our actions of the present, right? So I've been reading this book by Jose Silva. It's called Mind Control Method. Awesome book, highly recommend it. I think I talked about it in some of my earlier videos. He talks about the 100 to 1 method. And so I'm going to describe this to you all, because I've been doing it for probably about 20 days now, and I already feel the profound effects of it. I feel myself going into trance and alpha states that much more quicker. The more I do it, with each day, I fall quicker and quicker into it. So the 100 to 1 method talks about, for 10 days, you're going to, you know, sit however way you will, lay down and meditate. Shut your eyes. If you can leave them open a little bit, and try to focus your eyeballs at about a 20-degree level. So, you know, up, out, straight, and up, you know, at about a 20-degree level. And then count backwards from 100 to 1. Once you reach 1, then pretend like you have a projector and a screen, and you are going to visually, in your mind and hand, imagine from left to right, like a movie slide moving forward. You're going to envision what your ideal life, job, scenario, all of that would be. So while you're envisioning this, and you are try to focus on all of your senses. Again, that see, sight, smell, touch, hear. Imagine it, feel it with your whole body. Do about 5 or 6 slides. Do this for 10 days. And then in the next 10 days, you're going to do 50 to 1. Count back 50 to 1. And then do the projector screen. Then for 10 days, do 25 to 1 projector screen. 10 to 1. For 10 days, projector screen, and then 5 days for 5 to 1 for 10 days, and with that projector screen. Now again, I'm on about day 20, and what I've discovered is I go into trance so much more quicker. It really, by like the 3rd time doing it, I really felt a profound impact and a definite change that was really pretty spectacular, just because I thought it was really cool that when I actually could feel, I could envision what I was doing and who I was with, and the way the other people looked at me, the love that I felt in the area that we were with, and the work that we were doing. It was just so real. And I mean, really, to be honest with you, I figured what can it hurt, right? Because what is life? Life is but memories. So if you can actually envision something and memory it and remember it, wouldn't that be almost as good as actually living it anyway? Anyways, so the more I'm practicing and as each day goes by, I'm definitely being able to fall into trance so much quicker. When I get down to about 30 or 40, the numbers, I start wanting to go real fast to get to that projector screen, and it is like so wild. Originally, the 100 to 1 method took me about 5 or 7 minutes to do. However, what I do is, because my mind is so full of junk, I can't turn it off. That's why I can never sleep good and all like that. But what I do is, when I do the 100 to 1 method, anytime my mind branches off and starts thinking about something other than what's going on in my physical body, I make myself start counting over. So if I zone out and start thinking about something, I'm at 82, I go back to 100 and start over. So now a 5 or 7 minute meditation turns into a 12 or 15 minute meditation. And I'm telling you what, the more I'm doing this, the more amazing I feel, the more in control I feel over my reality and the presence. It's really awesome being able to be in that calm and relaxed, yet so awake and present state, that alpha state. It makes things easier because you're calmer. You're able to, when they talk about laws of attraction and manifesting reality and things like that, I mean, in order to manipulate energy, you first have to connect with it, right? I mean, any science people out there, I love science. That's simple quantum physics, right? So by meditating and envisioning our life and who we want to be and who we want to do it with, we are actually manipulating physics, to create our reality. I'll tell you, it is such a really, truly amazing thing. I hope everybody takes a little bit of time and just give it a try. Like I said, do it for a week, the 100 to 1. If you don't feel, it's 10 minutes a day. If you don't feel anything, then that's fine too. But I guarantee you it's definitely going to help a ton. So with that being said, I wish everybody a happy Friday and stay blessed. And I look forward to connecting. As always, my email is in my homepage. So if you need somebody to talk to or have questions, I'm always out there to help people. I don't need you to pay me or anything like that. And of course, it's always confidential because I'm in the mental health field anyway. And with that being said, stay blessed, everybody. God bless.